Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for tuning in. It's your girl Beloved and I'm back with a new recipe for the channel. Beloved Catering Service is a business where we make cakes, meat pies, ring donuts, spring rolls, samosa and all kinds of fruit drinks and fruit juices, especially sobolo. We also make jollof rice and fried rice for all events and occasions. You can contact us with the information provided on your screen. In today's video, we are going to make a vanilla and red velvet loaf cake with whipped cream frosting. Ingredients for the loaf cake are 2 tablespoons of unsweetened cocoa powder, 1.5 cup of buttermilk, 85 grams of butter, 1 cup of white sugar, 3 cups of soft flour, half tablespoon of baking soda, 1 tablespoon of baking powder, 2 tablespoons of cornstarch, 1 tablespoon of powdered salt, 4 room temperature eggs, 3/4 cup of vegetable oil, 1 tablespoon each of vanilla essence and white vinegar, and 100 grams of red food coloring, which is liquid. We will also be using 1 sachet of instant whipped cream, 2 tablespoons of strawberry powder, 5 tablespoons of full cream milk, and 4 tablespoons of powdered sugar, also known as icing sugar. Let's begin by making the vanilla cake. Grease the baking tin with the cake GOOP. Check out this baking hack in the link description below. Preheat your oven for a few minutes at 160 degrees Celsius or 320 degrees Fahrenheit with the fan on, also known as convection mode. Let's mix the dry ingredients. Pour the flour into the sieve on top of a mixing bowl. Add in the cornstarch, the baking powder, the salt, the baking soda, and sift everything into the mixing bowl. Grab a whisk and lightly whisk the ingredients together. Let's mix the wet ingredients together. Pour half of the oil into another mixing bowl. Add half of the butter and half of the sugar. Then mix these ingredients together until light and fluffy. Now add in 2 of the 4 eggs and mix it into the oil, butter and sugar mixture. Pour in 1 tablespoon of vanilla essence and 1 tablespoon of white vinegar. Then mix them into the mixture. Let's combine the dry and wet ingredients together. We are going to continue the mixing with our hands. Add half of the dry ingredients into the wet ingredients. Then use the spatula to combine the dry and wet ingredients together. Add in 1/4 of the buttermilk. Mix the buttermilk into the mixture. And with that, our vanilla cake's batter is ready. Let's bake the cake. Pour the well mixed batter into the greased baking tin. Pass the spatula through the batter to break up all the tiny air bubbles in the batter that may hinder the baking process of the cake. Or you can pat it on a flat surface to break up the air bubbles. Place the baking tin in the oven for 15 to 20 minutes at 160 degrees Celsius. Pick up the next baking tin, which is the loaf tin. Lightly grease it with the cake GOOP and then place in some baking paper like so. And set it aside. Remove the cake from the oven, trim off the caramelized edges with a serrated knife, and then divide it into 2. Now use a Loaf cookie cutter to cut loaves out of the cake layers. And these are the leftovers from the cake layers. You can save this for either a cake pop or for cake decor. Let's make the red velvet cake. Pick up the rest of the dry ingredients and then add in 2 tablespoons of strawberry powder, the cocoa powder, and then whisk everything together. Using the mixing bowl from earlier, add in the rest of the oil, the sugar, and the butter. Now mix it together until fluffy and light. Add in the eggs one at a time under 2 minutes bursts. Add in the rest of the vanilla essence, the vinegar, and the liquid red food coloring and mix everything together nicely. Pour the rest of the dry ingredients into the wet ingredients and combine them like so. Add in the rest of the buttermilk and mix it into the butter. The red velvet butter is ready. Pick up the paper-lined loaf tin and then pour half of the red velvet butter into it. Use the spatula to move the butter into the corners of the baking tin and then now add in the love-shaped cakes. Place the love cakes in the middle of the batter by pushing it down a little bit. Now add onto the cake the other batch of the red velvet butter and use the spatula to level the top of the butter nice and evenly. Place the baking tin in the oven for 30 minutes at 160 degrees Celsius or onto a toothpick comes out clean. And this is our vanilla and red velvet loaf cake. Lift the cake from the loaf tin with the aid of the paper lining and then peel it off the cake. Let's make the whipped cream frosting. Pour the whipped cream powder into a bowl and add the milk to it. Mix these 2 ingredients together with the hand mixer. Until fluffy or has a stiff peak. Now add in the icing sugar and mix it with the cream. The whipped cream frosting is ready. Place the cake on a cake board or a chopping board. Now pour the frosting on top of the cake and then spread it with a spatula nicely. I sliced a little of the cake, broke it into smaller pieces, and then sprinkled it on top of the frosting. And this is our red velvet and vanilla loaf cake with whipped cream frosting. Now slice some of the cake with the aid of a knife and just look at the beautiful pattern in the middle. This is where today's video ends. Thank you for watching. Make it a point to watch my videos this and every Thursday for wholesome content and amazing recipes. that you can try out with your friends and family. I would like to use this opportunity to welcome you to the channel if it is your first time ever watching my video, and thank you for watching it till now. Also, I'd like to give a big shout out to all my subscribers. God bless you all. Let's all join hands for this channel to grow. Till we meet again, dear viewers. Bye bye.